What's good, everybody? Here on a Sunday, ready to talk about food. Had a lot of clients and friends ask me, what I'm eating, what they recommend, what they should be doing, the whole XYZ. So I thought it would be perfect on a Sunday since most people are meal planning, getting the food shopping ready for the week. So let's talk about food, and I'll leave the detox video for Monday. I'll keep you guys updated with that, but let's talk about a little bit of food. So when we talk about food, we want to know how much proteins we're consuming, how much carbohydrates we're consuming, and our fat intake, which may look in the form of cheese over there, carbohydrates, wraps, bread, rice, things like that, and your meats for protein. So what I tell people is you want to keep a high protein diet throughout your day, all week, every day, regardless if you're working out, whether your goals are to lose weight, gain weight, you still want a high protein diet. All right. You want to keep your carbs under control for the most part. This is what's going to give you energy. So depending on when you're most active is when you should be consuming your carbs and understanding the type of carbs you're eating. Your fat intake, most people want to look good, shredded, vascular, so you want to generally keep your fat percentage of intake very low. That's what I recommend to people. Everybody's body is different. And also, we're not competing. We're just trying to look good, feel good, stay healthy, lose weight, whether you're gaining weight. These are some of the things I've been able to maintain over the years happily. All right. So got my egg whites. For me, I'm trying to consume about 190 grams of protein per day. With 1 cup of egg whites, I could get about 25 grams of protein. So this one helps me significantly, and I keep my fat intake very low. So we got 0 right there. Makes me happy. I got different ways of eating it. I got my fiber bread here, keto, low calories. Lots of fibers here, 6 grams for 2 slices, and still low calories. So I really like this one a lot. I could do wraps with my eggs as well. I occasionally might throw in a waffle, but these are advertised as protein waffles. You just want to be really careful on what you're putting on it and the calories. So just because it's high in protein, still be careful with your fat intake. So you want a high protein diet. You want a high fiber diet, but you just need to be careful with what you're doing with the fat. So generally, a lot of proteins or carbs may be high in fat. So for me, I like to generally keep my fat intake about 50 grams or less. So that way, I stay nice and chiseled. I don't like a high fat diet. That just doesn't really work well for me. So I suggest keep your fat intake pretty low, high protein. And then for lunch, I got some chicken breast here, ground chicken here. You can do turkey as well. I just so happen to have this lean chicken breast. So with this, I generally try to eat at least 1 chicken breast a day. With this chicken breast, which is phenomenal, I get 34 grams. So if every meal I'm trying to consume at least 25 grams, I get plenty with just 1 chicken breast. So low calories, obviously, 150, no fat, but basically, and everything else checks out well. So just make sure that you're looking for high protein items, and give yourself some options. But if you're like me, where you don't mind eating the same stuff, just find ways to make your life easy. It's really what it takes. My frozen foods, I call these like my snacks. I try not to eat any pork in my diet, so that's why you see a lot of turkey products like this, turkey meatballs, turkey sausage. Got some chicken tenders here that are pretty clean for what they're advertised. And these, I can just kind of throw these in between my day in the air fryer whenever I feel like, I didn't eat enough in the day. I'm a little hungry still. Had a big workout, so I know that I'm still consuming a high amount of proteins. So makes me happy. Carbohydrates, try to keep what you're eating in carbs low for breakfast or lunch. especially if that's when you're most active. Now, if you're really active at night, you're gonna have to recalculate your carb intakes a little differently than me. But again, generally in carbs, I'm looking for high fibers, something that'll keep me filled but still low carbs. Again, high fiber, high protein, and these are just options I have throughout the day. So this wrap here, one of my favorites. With one wrap, I get 80 calories, low fat, plenty of fiber. So again, if I'm trying to consume at least 30 grams of fiber in a day, I get more than half right there. So highly recommend these. Don't take them all. Leave me some, please. Same thing here. This is easy to make. Instant oatmeal. Is there better options? Yes. But if you're someone that's on the go, you need options. You don't want to eat outside. High fiber. They have other ones as well. They have low sugar, high protein. So whatever is your goals, there's always an option. So, look for something that's easy to consume. And if you're someone that just needs to eat a lot more as well, you could combine these. You can have an egg sandwich or an omelet and still have an oatmeal, as long as you're not overeating in fat or you're not overeating in carbohydrates. You can never have enough protein. That's honestly my motto. You can have these pancakes maybe once a month. That's what I do. Treat yourself a little bit so you're not eating the same stuff over and over again. I understand that we're humans, so we need options. And then some snacks here. You got your fiber bars here, low cal, protein, granola bars. They're advertised as protein, but please, again, keep in mind 190 calories is for one small protein bar. That's a lot. But if you're on the go, you have nothing to eat, this is better than eating junk food. So just set yourself up for success. Have some options. Have this available to you. Have ways where you can prepare this easily. Got my beans here. Really good for protein. Really good for fiber. Now just pay attention to the carbs intake. If you're gonna have a lot of beans, maybe you shouldn't have too much rice with your beans. However you end up eating this, just keep in mind how you are preparing this, all right? Or how you're stacking it throughout your day. Find ways to cook clean. Find different options. There's lots of better options here. This is just what I happen to have. And yeah, just find ways to just make your daily life easy and enjoyable. That way you can maintain what you're doing. You can reach your goals. And you're not eating outside. You're not spending money on a restaurant. You're not going to McDonald's. You're not tempted. Have a good haul of food that you buy and that you can produce. And then lastly, this is more of a supplement, but I still include it here. You need a protein, people. It helps so much where if I had 2 protein shakes a day and I'm putting 2 scoops of protein, this is going to give me 40 grams per shake. I'm going to get 80 grams of protein minimally from just drinking a protein shake along with my eating. So when people say, oh my gosh, it's so hard to reach your protein intake, no, it's not hard. You just need more options. Give yourself, more things that you can eat. I'm not a person where I eat a lot of vegetables. I don't eat seafood. So for me, this is what works for me. So find other options that work for you. And as I keep shopping and looking, I'll add more to this list. Obviously, I didn't add any fruits here, so, go crazy. Find ways to have a high-protein diet and high fibers. Keep your carbs, your fats low, and I promise you, this gym journey, this fitness life, this health life will make your life a lot easier. So I think I'm going to end it on that note, and if you guys have any questions for me or even suggestions, put them in there. Put them in the comment section. I want to read, all right? But I shall see you guys later, and take care. Peace.